unauliza na survive aje, ni Mungu anajua vile na survive. Actually nimesumbuka sana, sipendi kukumbuka vile ambavyo nimesumbuka na vile ambavyo nasumbuka wakati huu.
Nafikiria kitu gani tutasema. Kusema kweli, serikali hii angalia hii mambo. Mungu taokoa.
Sasa mambo yangu iliharibika kabisa. Saa hii hata unaona nimerudi kwa mjengo. Watoto mahali nilikuwa nimepeleka kwa shule, hata wengine kusaiwa kwa nyumba wasomi.
All they have is photographic evidence and memory of what used to be palatial houses they owned in Syokimau. Slightly over 1.5 years since the Syokimau demolition, life has literally taken a nosedive for the owners of over 100 houses demolished for having been built on land belonging to the Kenya Airport Authority. For Nyamai Kimanzi, it is a hazy future, his life stuck in the proverbial quicksand. Until the demolition, he was the proud owner of no lesser than 5 palatial houses. We caught up with him at a construction site in Mulolongo. He has been reduced to a construction worker, living from hand to mouth.
Naona nini? Maisha ni kama imeisha hivi. Baada ya kubomolewa, nilimaliza karibu wiki 3 nikiwa kwa nyumba. Hata chakula kilikuwa siwezi kula. Na sababu tuna maji. Nikifikiria ile hasara nimeenda huko na sina investment nyingine mahali popote. Ile mali yote nilikuwa nimetoa nimeinvest huko. Mpaka naenda nyumbani, naenda kuuza kitu, naenda kuinvest huko. Sasa hata nikienda nyumbani hakuna kitu.
His kids no longer go to school and his marriage is on the brink of collapse. A year and a half since the demolition, he still cannot muster the courage to visit the site of destruction. Occasionally, his neighbors in Syokimau pay him a visit at his place of work just to inform him of the progress made in the ongoing court case against the government. The memories still hound him. But for Mohamed Saleh, he has finally managed to gain the courage to go back. He says a 5-minute walk from the main road to where his house used to be takes ages. It is one walk that he still dreads to have. For him, life has literally started all over again.
Maisha ni ngumu. Maisha ni ngumu. Kusema kweli. Niko na nyumba ya rento. Hiyo nyumba mwenyewe nikaa hawezi amini. Utafanyaje?
His plea to the government,
naomba serikali, naomba Bwana Uhuru na waangalia hii mambo. Wasikia huruma kama vile wanasikia huruma kwa watoto wao. Wasikia huruma Mwenyezi Mungu ameweka hawa juu leo. Amepatia watu 40 million kuangalia sisi.
Another victim, Beatrice Atieno, holds the husband's death certificate and points an accusing finger on the demolition for the death of her husband.
Hii maisha ya watu. Hii ni maisha ya watu, hii ni damu ya watu ambao ilimwagika hapa, na damu ya mzee wangu akiwa mmoja wao ilimwagika kwa ajili, because this happened 8 months after demolition. Ilimwagika kwa sababu ya what happened, hii mambo ambayo ilifanyika.
The victim claimed no lesser than 10 people have since died out of stress-related complication following the demolition.
Hii kitu panarudia mwenzangu mwingine tena. Kitu kama hii. Watu wangapi wafariki? Tangu Syokimau bomoa. Watu zaidi ya 10 sasa wamefariki. Mwenzetu tulikuwa pamoja, tunacheka pamoja. Mandoo umevujika. Watu wamewatoroka kwa bibi yao.
Marriages have been broken and most of the 5,000 people who owned land and houses on the disputed plot live in destitute life. Lawyer George Weda warns that similar heartbreaks are likely to happen if Kenyans don't entrust the process of buying land to professionals. He also advises that time has come for the government to clean the land register and digitize the information for easy accessibility. This, he says, will discourage unscrupulous land officials and agencies from conning innocent Kenyans.
The system has been infiltrated to the extent that they manufacture their own registers, they manufacture their own titles, and they are involved in a certain, in giving you assurance until money has passed through. What I suggest needs to be done is to redo some of those registers. Get all the land into one regime of registration. Number them.
His words seems to vindicate a report by a parliamentary committee chaired by Mutava Msimi that laid responsibility and culpability on the district land officers and fiscal planning department in Machakos, the commissioner of lands who was in office in 2001, officials of the Department of Survey and Moi Air Base officers. The report also recommends that the victims be compensated and that the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission and CID identify and freezes the assets of the land company officials for receiving money fraudulently.
The government will say, oh, those were not my signatures. But if you are able to prove that you went to a government office, you did a search, and you are able to be told these are clear, then it is upon the government actually to compensate. The Republic, not the government, the Republic. So there are those who have a cause of action against the Republic, there are those who have a cause of action against the lawyers, there are those who have no cause of action.
The Syokimau victims lost an estimated 180 million shillings according to the report. 1.5 years down the line after the Syokimau demolition, the scars are still visible. What is fading pretty fast, however, is hope. Hope of the locals who owned houses in this area of ever owning houses again. Achola Simon for Channel 1's News Hour in Nairobi.